The final assessment tests are approaching. Are you ready? Here are some tips to help you when it comes time to take your tests. What do you need to take the tests? You should bring along the following on the day of the final test: your identity document, driving license, passport, or residency permit. Identifying labels. You can pick up the labels on the day at the exam venue, but make sure you go early to avoid the queues and any unnecessary stress. The personal final assessment test form printed out or accessible on your mobile, so you know what room to go to. If you have made any changes for justified reasons after the deadline, you will also have to show proof of this. A ballpoint pen. Remember, the tests cannot be done with a pencil or felt tip. The support material that the tutor has told you about or that you are allowed as specified in the teaching plan. A watch to keep an eye on the time, as you will not be allowed to have a mobile phone on the desk. Completing the tests. On the day of the test, check your personal form to see which room you have got to go to depending on the test you are taking. It is best if you turn up to the room a few minutes early. At the given time, the examiner will hand out the texts. Check that the text is for the subject you have enrolled in and then place a label on the first page in the space shown. Depending on the type of test, you will need a validation test label or an exam label. The exam labels do not show your name as they are marked anonymously. You can now start, but do not forget to stay inside the spaces for the answers, as you will not be able to attach additional pages. To ensure proper exam conditions, you will not be able to leave the room until 20 minutes after the start of the test. And if you decide to give up on the test, you have to do so between minutes 20 and 30. You will have to state this in writing on the text before handing it in, and you will not be able to take another sitting. In your transcript, the subject will appear as absent and it will not use up a sitting. Remember that each test has a different time limit. The validation tests last 30 minutes, but can be handed in up to the 60th minute. The summary tests last a maximum of 1 hour, and for exams, you will have 2 hours. When you finish, identify yourself with your identity document and hand the test in to the examiner. If you need one, ask them for a certificate of attendance, as they cannot be issued once you have left the room. And do not forget to keep the label sheet if you have more tests to take. When will the marks be posted? The specific date will be posted in the Secretary's Office assessment. You will be able to see the final marks in your academic record as each subject file is closed. And if you disagree with the results, you can ask for your tests to be remarked.